the results notwithstanding, what's your takeaway from that game as far as measuring where you guys are now to start this season? There seemed to be a lot of positives you could pull from that. Obviously, some things to clean up though.
Yeah, there's pockets of good stuff. Obviously, I didn't like our second. Obviously, taking those penalties, takes people out of the game. But there was some good stuff. It's a good measuring stick. Florida. The one thing with Florida, I respect. They believe in what they do. They dump a lot of pucks. They're great fortune. We got to make sure we believe in what we're doing. 60 minutes, right? Pucks turned over, things like that. We got to clean up. But for the most part, the effort was there. Can't really get too upset.
Dan Bledar seemed to shoulder the blame a little bit there in the room. He said, Bob stopped more shots than I did, kind of thing. I mean, how would you assess his game?
I thought he was really solid. He's had a good camp. He's really solid.
What's it like watching the Cates line, how they function?
Well, they're invested, right? Cates is invested in what we're doing. He's around the puck. He stops on pucks. When there's no play, he makes the right play. And when there's time to to go for it. I mean, at the end there, he went wide, almost scored a goal. So yeah, he was really good tonight, Casey.
What is it that line was doing that maybe the other lines weren't that allowed them to get so many more chances?
Yeah, they're just connected. They're connected. They stop on pucks, and then if there's no play, they'll get in deep and get off. Things like that. So there's certain guys we have to clean up when it comes to that. It's only our first game, but it's been happening in camp a little bit. So we just got to, and it's early, but we just got to stay on top of that.
Do you feel like the team is starting to really grasp the box end one?
Yeah, other than the penalties, I mean, they had some puck possession. That's a good team there. I thought for the most part, what I liked about it, when they did have puck possession, we didn't panic. We stayed in our spots, gave them the outside. So that's a positive. I think early in the camp we were running around a bit, but I didn't see as much of that. So that is a positive.